Okay. Do we clear all the questions from your paper practice yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other updates?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Oh, let's clear that first.
I just have homework on the trigo identities.
You
That's
just
all.
have homework on trigo identities. Interesting. Is that a new homework?
From my holiday homework.
Your holiday homework. Okay. On your video, just show me, please, so I know how far you have studied.
Okay.
If you cannot on your video, then take a picture to the Jamboard immediately. That will work also.
Yes.
Sorry, are you putting in the Jamboard?
I'm just gonna show.
Sure. Okay, I'm seeing it. Okay, right. Now, show me the homework. Yeah. So I see that you're double angle formula. All right. So you're not using the stem. Am I correct? You're muted. Sorry. I think you pressed the mute button.
No.
Okay, right. So just point me the homework.
I haven't started it yet.
No problem. But I want to see the questions.
Okay, wait.
Sorry, are you showing me like question 10? Is that the homework? Is that you're looking at it, is it? Looking at the list.
Because my yeah.
Okay, right.
Oh wait, no, it's not in the textbook. It's here.
Oh, right. Okay, basic questions. So you have some proof, right? You have some exact value. Good, right? Okay, show me the intermediate one. Okay. So there is a lot of proving now. Right. Okay. And then question 6, you can see there's a triangle question, right? What else? Okay. Okay, look at question 7. That is very similar to what we did yesterday. Not exactly, but very similar, isn't it? Right. Then challenging question, the proving seems harder. Okay, 8 and 9 doesn't look like exam standard. So how about 10? 10. Yeah, 10 looks complicated, but it's not. But these are not exam standards. Usually exam don't do this a lot, right? Okay. So, all right, let's go back. Okay, I understand. And turn on your video, you must be tired. Okay, so you just received the homework, is it?
Yeah.
I can see from the homework that this is very near the end of Trigola. That means they have covered most of the things that they want. So they are free to give you I suppose they are free to give you exam level questions already lah. You know, you just have to get used to them lah. So yeah, your trigo is almost done. You're saying?
No. I'm not singing.
Right. Also tell me again, because we haven't met for a long time. Are you having some sort of repeat exam at year 4?
Sorry, what exam?
Are you having any early start of year exam, something like that?
I don't think so. No.
So your class will just will just continue with the syllabus lah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Last check then, did your teacher say anything about what happens after Trigo?
No.
Okay, understood.
I only heard like my teacher saying differentiation or something.
Correct. That should be what happened. So just to confirm. Ainesh is just starting differentiation. It's a even bigger chapter than Trigo lah. Right? So Trigo is like feels big. With differentiation and its integration will feel even bigger and it will feel new lah. So I would like to cover it with you, with Ainesh, so that both of you are ready for next week. Yeah, especially in this. We should be able to cover almost all the important things, right? Okay. So don't miss lah, Kyoko. Don't miss these 3 weeks, right? So we are not talking too much about the past, except we're not talking too much of the past lah. We're talking about the future lah. Okay. Ainesh will have more things to talk about, but that's because he has more days in tuition. You don't have much, right? If I feel that you should increase your tuition just a little bit, then I'll tell you immediately. Okay. You'll just be at 9 also, so no changes. Understand. So why don't you try to do your homework for a while? They do look challenging, right? So just try for a while I talk to Ainesh for a while. Then we'll start. Okay. So Ainesh, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Kyoko, you don't have the stand, right? Sorry. I still want to see what you're doing. Are you doing it on the Jamboard? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll do on the Jamboard.
Then I can follow. Okay. Right. Sorry. Back to you, Ainesh. Right. So your video, please. This is later than yesterday lah. Right. So at this point, I've already asked your father whether I can contact your mother lah if I cannot call you lah. Okay. Every time I call you, you haven't picked up lah. So starting tomorrow.
Oh, it's because I usually turn my phone off, so I don't pick up.
I understand, but that's not what I want to do. I don't want to call you for the sake of calling you. I want to call you to help you, be on time.
Yeah.
So if I cannot get you because your phone is off, I guess that's not bad, right? You're not using your phone. But then I'll get you through your mother, right? So that you're on time.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So same thing lah. Video, everything, and beyond.
I made a new Jamboard.
Oh, all right. I'll access that. Okay, I'm seeing it, Ainesh. How about the tablet? So let's see whether the tablet is acting up today or not.
Oh, you want to see the tablet on the video?
Yes, please. So I know if there's a problem, right? So for Kyoko, you have a new Jamboard. So Ainesh, right? Okay, let's start with the math homework first, right? For
Okay.
2 days. Okay. Kyoko, is this? Oh, this must be the new one. Sorry. So try writing, Ines. So let's see whether the Jamboard is still is allowing you to write or not. Okay, Ines, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Use the pen and see whether it allows you to write.
Yeah, enough.
Oh, it does. So it's no longer acting. All right, let's give it a try then. All right. So your math, did you do it on paper?
I think so, yeah. I don't know where it is though.
Take a picture.
Hold on. Okay. Let me try to find it. I don't think I can find it. Wait, since when did you want to see my working for the questions I was able to do?
Oh dear, if you cannot find it from yesterday and today, I'm having serious doubts already, right?
Okay, from tomorrow onwards, I guess I'll just keep the papers on which I do my work.
Either you keep the papers or just take a picture, put it in a Jamboard. Then you can lose it anytime you want, right?
But I don't have the papers that I did it on now because I usually don't ask for it, so I throw it.
That's not very convincing for me, yeah. So I will take it that you owe me 2 homeworks, right? I'll ask for it some other time.
All right.
Okay? 2 homework. You owe me 1 hour, right? Okay. So Kyoko is doing that. Ainesh, do you have a better thing to do other than differentiation? Okay. No. All right. Okay. So Ainesh, we're gonna look at the. Oh wait, no, I don't want. I don't want to look at the physics. I want to look at math, right? So Kyoko, can you hear me, right? Right. So I know you have homeworks, but we'll keep it as that, You try first, Then we discuss about it. Okay. Today,
Okay.
I'm gonna continue differentiation. So I want you to join in, all right, with Ainesh. Right, yeah.
Okay.
So should we? Yeah, we need to share a Jamboard. So at this point, Ainesh and Keiko, we're just gonna start a new one for differentiation integration. I'm gonna create it for all of us. And Ainesh, I'm just gonna copy your differentiation slide in there. So it's just right. For you, Kyoko, it's gonna be slightly new, so don't worry. Just catch up with me. We're only in this topic for around half an hour.
Okay.
Kyoko, tell me your email again.
Ang
Kyoko.
Yeah, Ang
Kyoko.
Kyoko.
Right. Okay. Then Ainesh will be SGI. Okay. Right. So I've shared with you a new Jamboard, holiday differentiation and integration. Please tell me when you're in.
I got it.
Same.
Okay, right. Okay. So, Kyoko, you're just gonna, of course, you don't know what's going on in the first page, but that's all we did, right? That's all we did. So I'm going to revise quickly with Ainesh, and then give him something to do, and then you can ask question. But you'll feel a bit fast for a while, Kyoko, yeah. So bear with me. Right. Random numbers, please, Ainesh.
4. 2.
Right, and then
3.
Continue.
And 7.
I don't seem to be able to hear you well, so.
Okay, and 7 and 7.
7, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I might as well put in the headset. Why don't I just do this from the start? Right.
I don't know if I'm lagging, but I only see 4 and 3.
Or 4 and 3, which is very weird, right? You did say 7, right?
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Right, and then, okay, right, then x minus, all right, then plus, right? Okay, so you're gonna use your Jamboard, Ainesh, and tablet, and then do the integration and differentiation.
You want me to write using the tablet? I could write
Yes,
with
please.
paper.
No, use the tablet.
Alright.
For just for these few sessions, right? Just for these few sessions. Right. I also want to test the tablet. Okay. Right. So Kyoko, you look at this part for a while, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just to be clear also, Ainesh, you use the blue one, and Kyoko, you use the green one, right? So just to differentiate. Okay. Ainesh use blue, Kyoko use green, right? So Kyoko, I haven't explained how the reason, the understanding of differentiation integration to Ainesh. I just show him a very basic thing, the pattern of how it works. Meaning it's almost like a memorization. There is no understanding or meaning. That means if you catch up today, then I can start to explain the understanding, the meaning, whatever. Something that I feel we really need if you want to perform very well in exam. Right? With memorization, only things gets very difficult when the question gets serious. Right? So, but what I'm trying to say is that you're not losing much. You're definitely not losing much, right? If you catch up, right? Okay. So the only thing I show Ainesh is the pattern of how to do differentiation integration. I haven't even explained what exactly differentiation integration means, right? So let's say we start with this guy, right? Start with that guy. And let's say I want to differentiate that guy, whatever that means, whatever that means. Kyoko, first I'm going to write x to the power of 2. So when I differentiate, the power 3 becomes power 2. No explanation given yet. So far, so good?
Yeah.
And then when we have x to the power of 2, when I differentiate that, it becomes x to the power of 1. Again, no explanation given yet. Okay? No explanation given yet. Right. Now, that's the easy one. So the guy in front, not too difficult. The original 2, you see the original 2 here, right? You see that. But I put 3 times 2. Where does the 3 come from? The minus 5 over 2. We have the minus 5 over 2, but I put times 2. Where does the times 2 come from, right? Where does the times 2 come from? So it comes from the original power. Does it look? So when I differentiate something, 2x to the power of 3, I get x above 2 first, and then I go in front and I say 3 times 2. That's it, finish. Okay, don't know why I'm doing that. Don't know why, I haven't explained. But look at Inesh, that's what he's doing right now. 4x squared. What's the differentiation of 4x squared? Well, x to the power of 1, right? And then in front, 4 times 2, look. That's the pattern. Ken, Jacob? It's something weird and it doesn't seem to be meaningful. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, right? So, ting, right? Then look at the next one. Inesh, x to the power of minus 6 over 7. You understand the pattern? Why am I doing that? Why he's doing that?
No.
1 over 7 minus 1. That's what happened in differentiation. Again, don't know why that is so, but that's what happened. Okay? And then the in front is minus 3 times 1 over 7. So he's correct. Do you see the pattern? Yeah, again, don't know why he's doing this. He doesn't know. I'm just teaching him the pattern, but he's doing the pattern reasonably well. Let's look at the third one. So x and then minus 3. You know where minus 3 comes from, right? Okay, and then what about the minus 5? Where does the minus 5 come from?
Five over 2 times negative 2.
Which you have this, and therefore his differentiation is correct again. So far, so good for Inesh. You see the pattern? It's not that hard, right? You take care of the power, you take care of the coefficient. That's all. Sounds almost like binomial. You take care of the power and the coefficient, right? But in a different way. Okay. Now the last one, plus 1. Now Inesh put it clearly for himself. Plus 1 is, 1x to the power of 0, correct? So it all becomes 0. As you can tell, he did not write anything here. So for emphasis, I'll put differentiation of 1 becomes 0. One reason I give him is that the 0 of the original power will times everything. So it's just 0, doesn't matter what. Okay? Okay, so can you follow differentiation?
Yeah.
All right. Now integration. The reason why Inesh do integration here, this is the symbol of integration. I haven't shown you much except that this is the symbol of integration. The reason why Inesh is doing it here and not on top is because in his tablet, it's very difficult to do it on top. I keep forgetting that, right? So you just do it at the bottom. Now, 4 over 3 x to the power of 3. So I'm just writing it here. This is Inesh answer. So Inesh, I'm checking your answer as well as I'm discussing it with you. You're saying? All right. Okay. So how do I know? How do Inesh know that his integration is correct? It's very simple, right? I just tell him integration is the reverse of differentiation, right? So informally, if I want to differentiate it, I put it on the bottom. Just an informal way of doing things. Now I put integration on top so that it's like a reverse of differentiation. Again, don't know what those two terms means. I haven't explained it. Now, but how do I check Inesh integration? Not by integrating, but by differentiating. So I'm going to differentiate his answer and see whether I come out with the original question. Does that make sense, Kyoko?
Yeah.
Right. So the differentiation of 3 becomes 2. Makes sense, right? So in that case, the 3 is correct, right? Now, how about the coefficient? 4 over 3 times 3. Does it become 4?
Yeah.
So he must be correct in his integration. Simple, right? So integration is just differentiation in reverse. So it's slightly more difficult, but not that different. Understand? In fact, when we do serious things like check your integration, I will tell both of you, like check your integration. What I meant is just differentiate back. That's all. That's all I mean. It never meant another thing. Okay? Understand, yeah? Right. So I'm writing Inesh answer, the second one, 21 over 8, x to the power of 8 over 7. Check the power. Is it correct or not? Kyoko? Is the power correct? When I differentiate this, does it from 8/7, does it become 1/7? Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So his power is correct. Now, this weird thing. Wow, 21/8. What the heck is that? So how do we check whether this guy is correct or not? When we differentiate, what are we supposed to do? Right? Minus 21/8 is supposed to be here, right? Supposedly, right? Minus 21/8 times the original power. What's the original power?
1/7.
8/7. In this case, we're talking about differentiating, not integrating, right? So we go from 8/7. Can? 8/7. So what happens? Cross, 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 cross. This is 3. So is his 21/8 correct or not?
Yeah.
Correct. Right. Good job, Ainesha. You already know this. Right? Okay, now the next one, minus 5/2 x above minus 1. Kyoko, be quicker. Check the power. Correct or not? Then check the coefficient. Correct or not?
Yeah.
Correct. Minus 5/2 times minus 1 is plus 5/2. Again, Ainesh is correct. You're getting into the pattern, Kyoko, without knowing why. I rarely teach you guys like this, but I'm asking you to do this now. So good for both of you. Last one, plus x, right? Plus x, differentiate becomes plus 1. Correct or not, Kyoko? Kyoko, x to the power 1, right? If I differentiate, it becomes what?
X to the power of 0.
Right. And then the front has a 1. 1 times 1, right? So what is 1 x to the power of 0? It's just 1. No? So his integration, correct or not?
Yeah.
Good. Understand, yeah? You'll get used to it. Now, Ainesh, since you are the slightly ahead guy, your integration is almost flawless, I must say. You're just lacking one thing. Do you remember?
Speed.
What do you mean by speed? I'm sorry.
I did it really slowly.
No. I'm fine with that. I know. I won't be asking you for speed anytime soon. Really.
Okay.
I won't. No. You're really lacking something in your answer.
Huh?
You're really lacking something in your answer. Really. Just check the one I did with you. I hope you remember. I mean, this is something that I keep reminding you because we have to memorize it. You do lack something in your integration. Don't you see?
I didn't do the d square y dx square thing.
No. That's the next differentiation. I'm not asking you to do that anyway. No, not that. The integration. You go up.
Okay. Oh,
look at the end. Yeah, look at the end. Yeah. What is it? What is it that you're
so
lacking?
I have to add in like a number. That would be
an unknown number. So just put in C lah. Just traditionally is plus C. No? It doesn't have to be a C actually, but just traditionally it's plus C. Right? So go and add it up and then you'll be perfect. So Kyoko, to explain, when we integrate, we be humble. We state the facts. We are saying that there might be a number here, and I don't know what's the number. There might be a number here, and I do not know what's the number when I integrate. Why do we do that? Because when we differentiate a number, what happened, Ainesh?
The power goes down, multiplies with the number, and then
Just say it becomes 0.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Right? Differentiate a number becomes 0. Also, again, you don't know why. I apologize for asking you to memorize, Ainesh, but that's the current state right now, right? So let's say a random number 3000 is here. Don't know where it comes from. The differentiation of 3000 is what, Kyoko? It becomes?
1.
No, it becomes 0. The differential of any number is 0 because it's, let's say 3000. 3000 x to the power of 0. The 0 will cause everything to become 0. Right? So this plus c, when we differentiate, will become plus 0, meaning to say it leaves no trace at all. So when we go up, we don't pretend that there's nothing here. We at least pretend that there might be something there and we don't know. So we just do the formality plus c. For now, I'll call it a formality. Because there is no trace here to tell what's up there. So we have to pretend that there might be something there, a number. So far, so good, Ainesh and Kyoko?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, let's go to page 2. We'll practice differentiation integration one more time, and then we'll move on, right? There are bigger fish to fry. Okay, page 2, please, yeah? So I'm gonna write the question twice. I'll just write down on top here first.
Put mine on the bottom, please.
Yes, I will do so. I will try to confuse you a little bit also, right? Okay, I'll try my best to confuse you a little bit. Don't be confused, don't be confused. Try your best not to be confused. Okay, the last one, Keiko will not be able to do it. So that's just for reference. Okay, remember, Kyoko, informally, when we go down, that's differentiation. When we all go up, that's integration. Just informally. Right? Okay, so Kyoko, you do the top one, and Ainesh, you do the bottom one, right? Put it with the formalities. Again, I'm purposely trying to confuse you guys, isn't it? I am purposely trying to confuse you guys, right? I see that Ainesh makes the effort of putting it in this format, and I like it a lot, Ainesh. This is a good way to not be confused, a very good way.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyoko, why don't you do the same thing as Ainesh? You apply your in this a little bit, right? And convert it to this form before differentiating, because your differentiation result is currently wrong. It must be because I have successfully confused you. Ainesh, the habit, you should do the power first. You're getting confused right now. Do the power first, not the coefficient first.
Okay.
Kyoko, do you hear me? Good. Now the coefficient, right? So do this thing first. Do this thing first. Do the thing that Ainesh did. The coefficient in front. The coefficient in front, Ainesh. Formalities do still matter. The coefficient in front, please. Right. Remember, the coefficient in front is the original times the original power, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good, good, good. Again, next time, do write down the power first, then the coefficient. It will make your life much easier, right? Good job so far. Okay, good job, Kyoko. You're following the pattern. You don't know why, but you seem to get the hang of the pattern lah. Good, Ainesh. You remember from last time, without reason, that the differentiation of sine x is cosine x. Really
I'll
good.
be honest, I had to refer. I didn't remember.
Oh, no, that's fine. You remember to refer. Sorry, that's what I meant. You remember to refer. I'm totally fine with that. At least you remember something like that exists. At least.
Yeah.
So good for you. Good for you. Right. Good. For emphasis, Kyoko, I like it that you put 0. I mean, your first time doing this. So for emphasis, it's good to write down +0. Will your teacher penalize you at exam if you write +0? No way. She just find it a little bit weird. But you know, we're not doing exam, we're learning. So it's good for your emphasis to remind you that it is 0. Right? Good for you. Now, the last one you cannot do, but it is surprisingly very easy to do. Please go back to page 1. Here go. So for trigonometry, there exists a different pattern. Again, I haven't explained why. I just show you. And so look, trigonometry, sine x, the differentiation is cosine x. If you differentiate further, it becomes minus sine x. If you differentiate further, it becomes minus cosine x. If you differentiate further, we arrive at sine x again. Don't know why, but this is a pattern to memorize.
Okay.
So tell me, what's the integration of sine x?
Negative cosine x.
Yes, which is here and also here. Does the pattern make sense?
Yeah.
So the pattern is infinite, infinite, yeah? It repeats. So go ahead and do your differentiation of 2 sine x. Go ahead. And then integrate. Starting off well, Ainesh. Starting off well, don't mind. -3. Okay.
Is that wrong?
No, it's not. It's fine. So Kyoko, let not the 2 bother you. For now, it's just +2 cosine x. If that makes some sense. It's more like a pattern, right?
The pattern says negative.
No, from sine x, you differentiate, become cosine x. The pattern says, correct? Sine x, cosine x, minus sine x, minus cosine x, then sine x again. Okay, that's how the pattern is, right? Don't know why, but that's the pattern. Okay, so the differentiation of 2 sine x is 2 cosine x. That's right. Okay. Ainesh, you completed the 4 things correct. Then I say ... Don't you remember something? We talked about it like 5 minutes ago. Yeah. Still trying to remind you. I know this is a memorization, so complete the formality, please. You're missing something. Kyoko, continue with the integration. Okay, it's acting up, is it? Is it acting up? Oh, no,
it's not sure, but it's okay. It's manageable.
Yeah. So plus C. Again, I noticed that writing on this tablet is not the most fun thing, but for learning purposes, it's fine. When we do serious stuff, we go back to paper, right? No problem. Right. So, Kyoko, do not hesitate, do your integration, okay? do your integration, right? Okay, so Ainesh, while waiting for Kyoko, right? I want you to be able to switch kind of seamlessly from Jamboard to Desmos. We'll be using Desmos heavily for a while, right? Now, do as I tell you, the grafting, which I already prepared in the tablet. Now, do as I say first. You go into, I'm sorry, no, the pen will not help you. The pen does not help. Right. Okay, so would you please put your tablet to the right a little bit first? A little bit. Okay, now what I want you to do is to do something I have not shown you before. Using your finger, there is a very small tab on the right of the tablet. It's a very small thin tab, digital one. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh no, this is not what I want you to do. This is not. No, I'm sorry. This is not what I want you to do. I'm sorry. Yeah, go first. Well, go. Press on. Okay, now. I'm sorry. Approach your pen to the tablet and then press the button on the pen. Press the button on the pen, please. Just press the button. Right? But yes. Add shortcut Desmos. Just press Desmos. Right? Okay, done. Okay, so using your pen, you'll be able to switch between Jamboard and Desmos hopefully rather easily lah. Hopefully lah. Right, so your Desmos is on. So again, I say switch to Jamboard, please. So you just press the button and then you will switch back. Right? Right. Good. Okay, now switch back to Desmos, and I want you to type. I want you to type something quite difficult lah. For example, it's 5/2. X to the power of minus 1/3. It's a little bit difficult to type on Desmos. So I want you to practice that. Look at, okay, you're going to just go back and forth between Jamboard and Desmos. You're just going to type the first guy, right? The first guy here. Like this. I just box it on your Jamboard. So type that guy. A little bit difficult to do. Okay, so Kyoko, talking about your first integration. So the power, I think, is correct, is +1. Okay. So far, so good, yeah. Now, to test your coefficient is correct if you differentiate back, it is correct. So when we differentiate back, does this one become that one? Wonderfully done, right? Ines, so go and add y equals 2 for this curve, right? Go and add that. No. In front, you go in the front of 5/2 and you type y equals 2 lah. So exactly like how we wrote it, right? Something like that. Y equals 2. Okay, and then I want you to type in the second row the result of the differentiation. Right? We'll do something
like this. Y equals 2.
No 2. Just erase the 2. Okay, wonderful. We erase the 2. Okay, wonderful. Now, you press the second row. You just use your finger and press below the first guy, right? Yes, yeah. Then you can type the result of the differentiation. So I already boxed it in your Jamboard. Right, so just 3/4. Yes. Okay. You can stick to 15/4. Kyoko. Somehow they are not very particular with mixed number anymore. Somehow they now accept 15/4, something like that. Okay, and obviously you should be using your calculator to help you here, right? Okay, so if you did that, then that's good for you, right? Okay, your coefficient is correct. How do I know? Because 15/4 times 2/3 becomes 5/2. Make sense? Right. I tried to confuse you, but so far so good for you. Now try integrating the rest. Now, when you're done, Ainesh, I cannot see your Desmos from my side. I can only see through the video, and that's why I asked you for the video. Right? So,
sorry. I'm just more comfortable writing on my lap.
No problem. You write down. Oh, you're using Desmos on the laptop?
No. On the tablet.
Oh, okay, on the tablet. Then when you're done, you show it. Because I cannot follow, yeah? Okay, the power is good, Kyoko. So far, so good. How about the coefficient?
Oh, sorry, I wrote down the whole equation.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I mean, we will be doing that anyway, so that's fine. just practicing your Desmos.
Then how do I find cosine?
A very good question. Experiment a bit because I cannot even direct you.
Oh,
but
sorry.
there is yeah. So how do you write cosine? You try pressing the A, B, C or the function, either one.
No,
The
no.
A, B, C not helping, so the function may help. Yeah, the function may help. Right? Okay, there you go. See, something like that. Cosine X and then bracket. There you go. A very nice and beautiful looking stuff, right? Okay. You can try practicing writing the rest, right? And then we'll do something about it.
Yeah.
Good job, Kyoko. You don't know why this is correct, but for now, I'll tell you that you are correct. Lah. No square. Right? So it's very weird, Kyoko. This is weird. This is weird, I'm telling you. When you do the normal algebra 1, you're conditioned to think about the power, right? You're conditioned to think about the power. When you do trigonometry, at least the basic one, you are not supposed to have the quadratic. You're not supposed to have it. It is really the differentiation of the integration of sine x is minus cosine x. There is no increase in power. It's a very weird and different pattern. And you also don't know why it's correct. I'm telling you right now from the start. There is no square there. Why? Because for now, that's something that you have to accept just for a while. Understand, Kyoko? Okay, there is no square there because, but you have the 2 there. Yes, you're correct, no? It's very weird. There are 2 different patterns. You haven't seen the 3rd pattern, so there will be 3 patterns left to learn. Okay? Can accept for now. I rarely ask you to do this, but can accept, yeah? Okay, good. Excellent result, by the way, Ainesh. Looks weird also. Now,
Yeah.
formality dictates that we must write plus C, Kyoko, because we do not know whether there's actually a number there or not. Because when we differentiate back, it leaves no trace. Understand? Okay, this is a lot of things to memorize. Right? Hopefully, you can get it done by maybe tomorrow. Right? Okay. So, any questions from you, Kyoko?
No.
Right. So far, so good. Ainesh, any questions for the Desmos?
No.
All right. So, Ainesh, I want you to do one more thing because you'll be heavily using the tablet in holiday tuition. Let's just consider this holiday tuition. Whenever we do future topic, we just say, oh, it's a holiday tuition, right? Okay. It's a weird name, but I'm stuck with it. So why don't you start Zoom in the tablet also, so you get used to switching between three applications. That's all you need to do in this tablet.
I prefer not to. I prefer to have like a laptop on the side because, I mean, it's easier to talk to as well.
You're correct. So for now, if I share screen, you look at your laptop. No? For now,
Exactly.
No
it's
problem.
a lot easier, and I'll always have my laptop on.
There is, it's okay for now. For now, I can accept that. Okay. So Kyoko, I'm going to do a screen sharing. Okay, I'm going to do a screen sharing, and then you're gonna do your own Desmos. Same like Ainesh. I already asked Ainesh to prepare his tablet and Desmos. So when I show you something on my screen sharing, I expect you to try it out in your own Desmos. Understand? Right? So you have your own Desmos, you probably have to switch. You probably have to switch from my screen sharing to your Desmos. In the case of Ainesh, he can see my screen sharing on the laptop and then he will do it in his own Desmos. So far, so good, people?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to share screen on this one. All right. So are you seeing my screen? My screen should have a large version of Desmos, which I'm going to do right now. Do you see my Desmos, Ainesh and Kyoko?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first attempt, me trying to show you why the differentiation is correct. I haven't even tried to explain what differentiation is, but I'm going to show you somehow that it is correct. For example, I told you that the differentiation of sine x is cosine x. And I'm going to show you why it is true by showing you something weird. Yeah? By showing you something weird. Okay, choose a random number for us, Ainesh, in the x-axis.
2.5.
Okay, 2.5. So I'm going to 2.5, and to do that, I'm going to mark it as x equals to 2.5. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, yeah. Focusing on these two numbers, right? Again, the red one is the sine, the blue one is the cosine. If you're ever confused, you can just see here, right? All the things that I'm explaining to you, all the movement of my mouse, can you follow, people? Can you, Ainesh?
Yeah.
Good. Now, I'm going to show you something weird. I'm going to ask you to focus on the number minus 0.801. Remember this guy, yeah? In fact, I'm going to do something to help you remember. How am I supposed to do that? I'm supposed to annotate. Oh, I'm supposed to give you annotation. So I enable annotation for you guys. So in case you need to annotate something, you have it. Okay. So I'm keeping minus 0.801. Remembering. Now I'm going to do something here. I'm going to draw okay. So I have to draw a line. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Okay, be patient with me a little bit as I do this. There, good. Okay, I'm not getting it correct. Yeah. Oh, my mistake, my goodness. Oh my goodness, I did it the wrong way. So that's my fault. It's totally my fault. Okay, good. Right. So before I explain what just happened, I'm going to teach you a neat trick. Okay, I'm going to teach you a neat trick. Okay. Give me a random coordinate, please, Kyoko.
4,5.
Okay, 4, oh, it's a bit out. Something smaller.
0.3, 1.
Okay, I'll do 3,1. Okay, 3,1. Now, I have another neat trick. Now, for you, Desmos, after a while, things get a lot of messy, so you can make them disappear like this for now, without actually deleting them. Don't delete them, just make them disappear, right? If you don't know that this is a function, quite neat, right? I'm going to write down the points that Kyoko mentioned for me, 3,1, right? I don't have to label it. So it's there, right? 3,1. Do I want? Yeah, I can label it. That's correct. Okay. Now, here's the question for you, and we're going to end with this question, right? How do I draw a line that passes through 3,1? Is there an easy way to do it or not? Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to draw a line that passes through 3,1? A line. Do you know, Ainesh? Do you know, Kyoko?
Horizontal or vertical line.
A slanted line with a gradient. So a random gradient from Ines, please give us a random gradient.
Minus 3/2.
Okay, minus 3/2. So I want to draw a line across 3,1 coordinate with the gradient minus 3/2. How do we do that, people? Watch me and try to figure out how I do it, right? Watch me. Right? I don't know why they don't teach this in school, by the way. I don't know why. I don't know why. So I'm assuming that they never show you that, right? So now, did I just do that? Did I just draw a line across 3,1 with gradient minus 3/2? Does it look about right? I need some response, Ines and Kyoko.
Not sure.
All right, let me change the gradient to 1 because you should be able to recognize gradient 1 easily, right? Gradient 1 is 45 degrees. So see, I put 1 here. There you go. Right. Is that gradient 1 line across 3,1?
Yeah.
Good. How about you, Ines? Ines, I'm not
Yeah,
hearing you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not hearing you. Right. Now, if I change the gradient to 2, what will you expect? If I change the gradient to 2, what will you expect?
The line will be steeper.
All right. How about you, Ines?
The line will go, yeah, it will be steeper.
If I change it to half, what do you expect, Ines?
It'll become less steep.
All right. So I'm going to do that. Did the line get less steep, Ines?
No. Right?
The
Yes.
blue one, the blue one. So the blue one is a 0.1. But did the line still get stuck on 3,1?
Yeah.
So I've shown you how to do that in Desmos. And actually, this is something useful to do in the topic of chordal geometry. I don't know why they don't teach you one. This is like the easiest thing ever. So I don't explain to you why this works, but I hope you can do it immediately in your own Desmos. Now, random point, please. Show me a random point. Give me a random point, Kyoko.
1,2.
Right. I'm going to make it harder. 1,2/3. Okay. There you go. It's a very weird number, right? It's a very weird number. Okay. So, and then I'm asking you to draw a line with gradient, I don't know, gradient 2 there. Can you do it in your own Desmos? Please do that. And then we're going to end today. Gradient 2, please. You can refer to my screen for help, but I won't be doing it until you guys say you're done.
Can I show?
You can, why don't you screen, okay, why don't you screen share, no, screen share, no. Screenshot both of, you have a question, Kyoko, yes?
I can just show on video if that's okay.
That would be nice if you can turn on your video, right? That would be nice. Right, okay. Ines, what are you trying to say?
I'll put the picture on the Jamboard. I did on my laptop because
yeah, you can't. Right. So why don't you use your tablet and take a picture of your laptop? Easy, right? That should be the way.
I could do that, I guess.
Yeah. So do that because it'll be a good record for all of us. Right? We'll be using this heavily. I just lost your video, Kyoko. Okay, there you go. Okay, wait. Let me try. Yeah, okay, good. It looks it's upside down, Kyoko, right? But it does look convincing, Kyoko. It does look convincing. It does look convincing. Okay. It does look convincing. Now you should have typed the point, 1,2 over the to show yourself that you're correct, right? So you are correct, right? You're correct, right? You understand that? So this will come in handy. You can turn off your video.
Okay.
Right. So did you put anything on the So this skill will come in handy starting tomorrow, because we're trying to understand what the heck is differentiation. Right? And this skill will come in handy. However, it will also come in handy during CG questions. Okay, so from what I can see, Ainesh, this is a nice line, except that the gradient is not 2. Except for that. That's the problem. Oh, it's not. Now let me show you. Let you compare with mine, and then we're going to stop here, right? Okay. So what I will do is I will do very similar thing to yours. Right? Something very similar to yours. 1 minus over 3 equals to very similar to you. But I put the gradient as 2 by doing that here. There you go. See, it's slightly different than yours. So would you please do that, and then we're going to stop here. Right. Any other question, Kyoko?
No.
Right, we are almost at explaining what differentiation means, but we just need these few basic skills. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Okay? All right. Ainesh, you're done with that?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow, guys. And Ainesh, still, you have the half an hour homework for me. Okay? Do show me the paper, either the paper or just take a picture and put it in the chat. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too. Yes.
I just want
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. I'm sorry. Tell me.
Is it alright if you don't mention my activities thing when other people are in the call? I just feel a bit subconscious, if that's alright. It's okay if it's just me and you, but if other people in the call, then it's good.
Then we should mention it at the end, like right now.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. But starting tomorrow though, I will call your mother earlier just to remind, right?
Yeah.
Set up everything. Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, my mother will pick up.
All right. Then I'm okay with that. So if I did a slip of tongue, please tell me. Right? Please tell me so I don't do that.
All right.